Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to study how the cytoskeletons are playing a role in the cell motility. And especially, we'll be main focusing with the molecular motors. Now, if you see, cell motility means change in both location as well as in the movement of the cell part. And for this, it requires interactions of the cytoskeleton with the motor protein. So my main focus is to tell you how many types of motor proteins are there, and especially we'll be focusing on the cytoskeleton, that is microtubule. Now, best example to study how the microtubules are playing a role in the vesicle transport. For example, if you know in the nerve cells are producing neurotransmitters, and they will be produced in the cell body. Okay, this is a diagram you can see. It will be produced in the cell body by the DNA, which is making the RNA, and it is then translated into the protein language in the ER. Okay, and this ER protein language is then given to the Golgi body to pack it into the form of vesicles. Now, if suppose this vesicle, which is carrying the neurotransmitter, which is produced in the cell body, if they have to diffuse on their own, okay, to the end of the axon terminal, we say it will take nearly 50 years to get there. But this problem is solved with the help of the motor proteins, with the help of microtubules. The interaction of motor protein and microtubules help in the movement of the secretory vesicles. Now, what are molecular motors? Molecular motors, they are generally transporters. They are protein. They will attach to the particle which is to be transported, and for this they will use the energy obtained by the hydrolysis of ATP to walk over the microtubules. For example, if you see in this diagram, you can see carefully, analyze the diagram very carefully, you will find one secretory vesicle, if you see here, is moving from the cell body towards the axon terminal in this direction. Clear? Another, if you see the debris, means waste, is actually brought from axon terminal towards the cell body so that the lysosomes can digest it. Now, two types of motor proteins are there. One is kinesin. Kinesin is taking the vesicle away from the cell body. Another is dynein molecule, which is bringing the material towards cell body. Clear, beta? One is kinesin, which is taking the material away from cell body. So kinesin is a molecular motor which carries secretory vesicles, and if you see, it is having the 2 feet and it is having the tail. Means, understand the diagram, this is 2 feet-like structure and this is the tail where the secretory vesicle is attached. The secretory vesicle is attached to the tail and it uses its feet to walk along the microtubule, and the energy is derived by the hydrolysis of ATP. Opposite direction we are using, that is dynein motor protein. The vesicles which contain debris are transported by the another type of molecular motor, that is dynein, and it is bringing from the axon terminal to the cell body so that the degradation can be done by the lysosome. Now, if you see, the two ends of microtubules are also different. One is known as plus end, one is known as minus end. Towards the cell membrane, learn this way, towards the cell membrane is plus end. Towards the cell membrane is plus end. So see carefully, kinesin walk towards the outermost means plus end, ensuring that the material is moving in the right direction only. Is it clear? Because reason is, if you see, the two ends of microtubules are different and each molecular motor can travel only in one direction. The kinesin is moving towards the plus end, okay, and this side is minus end. The kinesin moves towards the plus end and dynein moves towards the which end, beta, what you will say? Dynein moves towards the minus end of the microtubule. Now, if you see, one question is asked in the Olympiad. Now see the question. Which of the following properly describes cytoskeleton and intracellular trapping? So dynein moves towards the plus end. And right now we have seen dynein moves towards the minus end. So this first statement is wrong. Kinesin moves towards the plus end of microtubule. Yes, this is the right answer. Okay, now up till here, the topic might be very easy for you. So you have to just remember microtubule has two ends. Okay, you can just draw the diagram this way. This is one microtubule. This is minus end and this is plus end. Means plus end is towards the cell membrane side. And you can do one thing. You can just write down kinesin will move towards this way, kinesin this side, and dynein this side. So two types of molecular motors which are interacting with the microtubules for the movement of the molecules within the cell. So I hope so this video and question language might be easy for you to understand. Thanks.